7 Signs You Will Be Great in Life. According to the Bible is filled with wisdom and principles that reveal signs of greatness. While worldly success is often measured by wealth and power, the Bible defines true greatness through character, faith, and purpose. If you see these signs in your life, it may be an indication that God has destined you for something extraordinary. 1. You have a heart for God. Matthew 22:37-38. Jesus said the greatest commandment is to love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. If you genuinely seek God, prioritize Him in your decisions, and desire to live according to His will, you are already on the path to greatness. King David was called a man after God's own heart, Acts 13:22, and his devotion led to a remarkable destiny. 2. You have a willingness to serve others. Mark 10:43-45. Jesus taught that true greatness comes through serving others. If you have a heart to help, uplift, and support those around you, you are displaying one of the key traits of biblical greatness. Joseph served diligently even when he was a slave and a prisoner, and God elevated him to a position of power in Egypt. Genesis 41:39-41. 3. You remain faithful in difficult times. James 1:2-4. Trials and challenges often refine those who are destined for greatness. If you face struggles but remain steadfast in your faith, trusting God through adversity, you are being shaped for something greater. Job's story is a prime example. Despite losing everything, he remained faithful, and God restored him beyond what he had before. Job 42:10. 4. You seek wisdom and understanding. Proverbs 4:7. Solomon, one of the greatest kings in the Bible, asked God for wisdom instead of riches or power. 1 Kings 3:9-12. If you seek godly wisdom in your decisions and value understanding over material gain, you are aligning yourself with a key principle of greatness. 5. You walk in integrity and righteousness. Proverbs 11:3. God honors those who live with honesty and righteousness. Daniel's integrity made him stand out among leaders. And even when others plotted against him, God protected and elevated him. Daniel 6:3-28. If you remain true to your values and avoid compromising your faith, God will position you for greatness. 6. You are generous and trust God as your provider. 2 Corinthians 9:6-8. Great people in the Bible were often generous, trusting that God would provide for them. Abraham was willing to offer his son Isaac, Genesis 22:12-14, and the widow at Zarephath gave her last meal to Elijah, leading to God's supernatural provision. 1 Kings 17:13-16. If you give freely and trust God to meet your needs, He will bless you abundantly. 7. You are willing to step out in faith. Hebrews 11:6. Those who accomplish great things for God often take bold steps of faith. Abraham left his homeland without knowing where God was leading him. Genesis 12:1-4. Peter walked on water because he trusted Jesus. Matthew 14:29. If you are willing to step out in faith despite uncertainty, God can use you for extraordinary purposes. Conclusion. Greatness in God's eyes is not about fame or fortune, but about faith, character, and obedience. If you see these signs in your life, trust that God is preparing you for a purpose beyond what you can imagine. Stay faithful, keep serving, and walk in His wisdom. Your greatness is already unfolding.